I'm kinda getting the impression Doctor Strange is a little bit of a hoarder. I mean, just because it's magical junk doesn't mean it's not junk. You know what they call an artifact that only works in a pocket dimension once? I know this entire situation. I get why. I won't. So.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time. Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new...
I was.
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good...
I remember many sleepless nights and blood-soaked days. Always on the hunt.
I'll give you that. But there were times back then I wouldn't trade for anything. With both you...
Agatha.
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should...
What?
Fierce. Or maybe just kind.
You do not...
Thank you. But I do. I haven't... And more so than anyone. Agatha died in an accident. Caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would...
Agatha was...
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment.
Was Wanda so different from me as a child? Was it that easy to send her away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control. And this time I had no Agatha. I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was clear. Wanda. Agatha. It seems we've lost them. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some. You should pay your good night. Whatever it is that Faustus knows, he's willing to make anything.
Agatha!
You always did have the most remarkable eyes. Just like your mother. Maybe that's why you're... To commune with the spirits.
Is this a trick of some kind?
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my... I actually find it quite liberating.
You are...
Always straight to the heart of things.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole...
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over...
The Bloodgate? Caretaker always told me to stay...
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate. Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
Ominous indeed.
Is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtor.
Sarah, caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge.
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear. As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtor was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
They cannot possibly match your strength. Now that was something. You were too weak for this fight. You have earned this. Your mother abandons you. Persistence is irritating.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Leave some for the rest of us. Had your chance to escape. Feel my call. Light is on our side. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
This looks like a place.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Blessings of the goddess.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss. Hey. What have you got for me, boss? Take a look. Take your pick, Hunter. I'm pretty sure Charlie...
Farewell. If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever's in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
Do you think this will be enough to give us an edge?
I hope. I'm relying on my instincts here, but truly that's all I have to rely on until I can find a way to access...
That seems a bit risky.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciple.
I look forward.
Me too, Hunter. Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare. How may the Sorcerer Supreme assist you? I'm not expecting you to visit this one. By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. One sorcerer's trash is another's treasure. I'll let you be the judge on this one.
All right, let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
We're not...
Hey, Hunter, got a sec to spare?
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another, just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
It would be my honor to spar with a spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
What is this? Curious.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
Like playing with fire, huh?
Maybe you should be the spirit.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
I'm almost...
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city, but we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let's get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There is no passage to New York. or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
If you've come to ask me where magic is, the answer is I don't know. She doesn't talk to me very much anymore. She blames me for Wanda. Go find her and talk some sense into her, will you? We don't have much time.
Nico, do you know where magic is? We need her.
Let me guess. To open another portal? She's getting a little tired of being the only person here who can do that.
This is serious.
Not sure, but I know she's been looking for Wanda's...
Thanks. This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come...
That is no ordinary book.
Nothing in this place is ever ordinary. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
I do not suppose there are any spells in there that will banish Lilith and save...
Hard to say. These incantations appear to have been written for Wanda alone. Maybe a world without Wanda is one we are not meant to save. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources.
Ilyana, just open the...
You are like an Avenger. All you do... Okay. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the... no matter. Goodbye.
I'm seeing the benefits of sparring.
Good. I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
Good day, Hunter.
did the math. It would actually be faster for me.
What's stopping you?
A shockwave would shatter most of the glass in my approach path.
Ah, that is not good.
Yeah, I try to be considerate.
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon. We need to recover whatever
Hydra, Immortalis!
Looks like Captain Marvel was right on the...
Heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Oh, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
Only the innocent are spared.
Requesting medevac! I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics.
Don't blink!
The power is unnatural.
Tracking movement.
We will not fail! You only add to your punishment.
As long as I get to hit you back.
For victory! Someone feel a breeze. I have spotted enemy reinforcements. Don't waste the opportunity.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus. I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
just as they did.
I'm on it. Now they're really in trouble. Watch and learn. Not a problem.
I'll handle it! How many times is that?
Regroup and await reinforcements.
You're ready now.
Hydra The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure.
Ready up.
How invigorating. The light will heal you.
I am empowered.
Watch this.
Never surrender.
Follow my lead. got nothing to fear!
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods! All is possible with Mother!
Your time has come. Hail that! Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
You don't look so tough up close.
They got away.
Do not worry, heroes. You will still witness the results of my work firsthand. On the field of battle.
Here we go.
Looking good here!
I suppose it's something.
I feel stronger already.
can't open here! By her command!
You bring about your own demise.
I've been waiting for Pathetic.
I just don't know when to quit.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Accept your fate. Only a fool would stand before us. Vengeance is near.
Leave some for the rest of us.
None will be spared.
Forever in service! As ordered! Will be embarrassed by your weakness. Reinforcements on approach!
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure.
Whatever gets the job done.
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
We serve until the end!
Your loyalty into the darkness is clear.
For victory!
You don't know who you're messing with.
You know what to do.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods! All is possible with Mother!
That was something. Ready up.
Now that was something.
They're displacing!
Judgment comes.
They got away.
Do not worry, heroes. You will still witness the results of my work firsthand on the field of battle. Hail Hydra!